Hey everybody, Cara here from Perspective-Based Parenting, and we're on day 6. We're closing in on a week that we've been home with our tiny little kiddos and talked about all kinds of strategies, from resetting our mindset to thinking about structure and schedules, and then plans inside our schedules, supporting our kids with transitions from one thing to another. Hopefully that whatever you've taken from each day has been really useful to you so far and has got you thinking, what's coming next? Well, here it is. We're embarking on a huge concept that I am not going to be able to fit into one session, one day. So I will be breaking this up, all right? My goal is to make this a little shorter, fit into your day a little better. So the power of choice, that's where we are today. How many choices do you have in a day as an adult? How many choices do you make? Think about it. I'm sure they're like running through your head right now. Okay, that many choices times 50, times 100. That's what you really choose on a daily basis. The majority of your choices are subconscious. They're habitual. They have yielded results that you would like, so you do them over and over and over and over. Your children, as you're realizing, are green in this area. Right? They don't have the ability to understand wide boundary choice making. For that matter, a lot of adults don't either. I have to tell you a little story about myself. I don't do well with too many choices. I get overwhelmed. Do you? All right, so a long time ago when we bought our house and my husband was talking about remodeling the kitchen, it was super old, right? We bought an 1800s farmhouse. There's plaster and lath in the walls. There's wallpaper that was definitely probably at its height of I don't know what the word is in the 1800s. It was old. So he gets to the point where we're putting in the kitchen sink. And he says, I'm so excited about the sink. Let's go. Takes me to the store, probably Home Depot, something like that. There are, and I'm not kidding, 100 sinks mounted to the wall of this store. They're all different colors, they're all different shapes, they're all different sizes and depths, and some have the spray thing and some don't. And my brain exploded because there were too many possibilities. I couldn't see anything past everything. So that's what I said. Too many choices. I can't do this. Pick 3 that you think would make a great addition to the kitchen. Show me those 3 and I'll tell you which one I like. That's what he did. And it's awesome. I love that sink. I love it so much. And every time I get to the bottom of it and clean it out and it's all sparkly again, and I think to myself, this was a great choice. I could not have made it with its 97 other friends hanging up there next to it. That's how your child feels when they're given too many choices or the opportunity to entertain too many choices. Okay, stay with me. I told you it's a big category. Choice can either be empowering or overwhelming. Because there were parameters put on my sink choice, I was able to make an empowered decision, and I now get to enjoy the result of that over and over and over. And the result of my choice is a consequence. It is so important that you hear what I say next, right? If there's background going on, if you've got your phone by next to you and it's beeping and you kept checking, put it away and listen. Consequences are not inherently negative. Put another way, consequences don't have to be bad. A consequence is merely the result of a choice. Therefore, there are good consequences and there are bad consequences. What's happening in the world right now? Everybody's being asked, right, to make a good choice. Stay home, stay safe, keep others safe. If people make a good choice, we will have the positive outcome, consequence that we're looking for. If people decide they're just going to go out and do whatever they want anyway, and to heck with the consequences, we will have a less than desired outcome, a negative consequence. It is so important that before you go any further, you're able to take that mind shift and tweak it. It's like a high school math lesson. Do you remember those? If A plus B equals X, but what you were looking for was the result of C and not X, then you have to go back and you have to change the value of A and change the parameters of B to get the intended outcome. Okay, that's as far as I'm going with math. Don't worry. Now, think about your kids. Let's take an example that sounds like this. I want fruit snacks. It's 2 p.m. I want fruit snacks. And you've decided no more fruit snacks for the day. Okay? No more fruit snacks for the day. And so you tell your child that. No more fruit snacks today. And they lose it. Whining and crying and kicking and whatever. I don't know exactly what your child's meltdown looks like, but I know a few that look like this. And screaming, I want fruit snacks. Well, you have lots of choices, don't you? What direction to go. But we're not looking at your choices right now. We're looking at your child's ability to make a choice within parameters that makes it simple for them to make one and even easier to see what the result of their choice is. Remember, it's your job as their parent or caregiver to support their skills in learning how to do these things. They're born adorable and they're born hardwired to know when they're hungry, when they're tired, and when their body doesn't feel okay. Those are the signals they send you from birth. After that, we have to help them develop interactive skills, interpersonal skills. Okay, I want fruit snacks. And you say, no more fruit snacks. And they're freaking out. Do you want yogurt? Do you want apples? Do you want pears? Do you want crackers? Do you want? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling overwhelmed just listening to myself list all these things that are not fruit snacks, because you said no more of those. But now you're giving them the cupboard of options. And they fall further apart. Even more than that, they're feeling like you're not listening to them. Because they very clearly told you what they wanted. I want fruit snacks. That's it. How come you're not understanding me, lady? I was very clear. Okay. Remember I said how what day did I talk about that on? Schedule day. How kids really do well and function within what capabilities they have in a concrete, routine, structured organization with predictable parameters. This is one way that you can support that. You can give them a borderline. You can give them an end space. And here are the borders for this choice-making adventure. You give them the choices. They get to make it. An empowered decision, not the one they wanted to make. Right? Choices within expected parameters are empowering. They are. Even if it wasn't the intention all along. Remember, you're developing this relationship here, okay? Choices within expected parameters are worth celebrating. You will have a positive choice made, therefore you can do a positive celebration of that good consequence. Okay. So instead of giving them the cupboard of choices, what if it sounded more like this? I want fruit snacks. And you said, I hear you. I hear you. You would like fruit snacks. You've already had 2 fruit snacks today. You are all done with fruit snacks for today. That's parameter number 1. You are all done with fruit snacks for today. Now, you continue. I'm happy to get you a snack. Would you like crackers and cheese or yogurt? You choose. There's the limited choice. 2 items. And there's the end boundary. You made the box for them, and inside it, they now have the ability to choose a snack that has been approved by you. I call this the power of 2 positive choices. And why is it so powerful? There's nothing but positive at the end. You choose. Okay, I love yogurt. Awesome. Great choice. Here you go. Now, obviously, like every other parent-child interaction, there's like a web of different ways that conversation could go. I've got lots of other strategies, all based in that same type of psychological and connected perspective parenting piece. But I just want to get this out at face value for you today. 2 positive choices means your child is going to have an exponentially higher success rate at making a choice that's something that you can get behind too, and you guys can celebrate together. You really wanted a snack. You couldn't have what you wanted, but you made a great choice. And now your belly's full again, and we can go do something else. That's a 2 positive choice celebration. Think about some of the spaces in your life where you could pare things down, where you could set them up to be making really good choices so that you're setting yourself up to have a nice positive celebration interaction with them at the end. All right, I promised I wasn't going to go on and on today, so that is part 1 of choice making and how we as parents can support and guide our children to start making choices, learning that choices have consequences. On another day, I will talk about natural consequences, also a huge piece that kids need to accept, acknowledge, and develop the ability to navigate on their own, and us, the ability to let them. All right, everybody, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you live somewhere where you can open a window or you can even go outside and get some fresh air. Here in Vermont, the sun is shining. I'm definitely going to go outside and breathe a little bit, and I hope you can too. And don't forget, we've totally got this. See ya.